Hi, good day. My name is Jabari Jones, and today I'm going to teach you how to install Windows Server on Sun's VirtualBox for Mac. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your browser and you're going to Google Sun's VirtualBox. Now, you're going to go to the site, select the link appropriate to you, and you're going to go to Downloads on the left-hand side here. And you're going to select the VirtualBox that is specific to your operating system. I have a Mac, so I'm going to be selecting the Mac VirtualBox. Upon completing the download, which I've already done, so there's no need for us to have this, what you want to do is you're going to have to install it specific to your machine. And upon completing the installation, you're going to go into your applications and search for Sun's VirtualBox. You're going to open it, and it's the first time, so you're going to be greeted by this screen. So once we've completed, you can close your browser and close where you found Sun's VirtualBox. And what you're going to do is we're going to install Server 2008 onto this virtual machine. Now, I have my VMs here on the desktop, so it's going to be easy for me to find. Based on where you have them, you're going to have to locate them as necessary in the video. So we're going to go to New, and we're going to search here under Type. We're going to make sure it's Windows, because you want to install a Windows operating system, of course. And you're going to go to Version. Now you're going to select the version most appropriate to you. So we're going to see Windows 2008 64 and 32-bit. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to install the 32-bit. And you're going to name it, see the name change there. You're going to name it whatever you like to do, whatever you like to name it. So we can say Server 2008, just for the purposes of this video. So you're going to click Continue, and you could allocate how much ever memory you see fit. There's no need to go down all here into the red, so we're going to just leave it as 512. You can simply use the bar to adjust where you want to put it, or you can simply type here, or you can use the up and down arrows to increase or decrease slightly. So once you've selected an appropriate amount of RAM, you're going to press Continue, and you're going to press Create Virtual Drive. Continue on, and you have a choice here between fixed and dynamic. It's personal preference. I'm going to go with fixed. You press Continue, and here we get to edit the size. For the purposes of this video, of course, we're not going to need an entire 25 KB, so I'm just simply going to put 10. We're going to create. It's going to take a little while, but for Mac users, you're going to see this bar pop up, and it's going to create the virtual hard drive. Okay, so once you've completed that part of the process, you're going to realize that it's going to close out, and you're going to see whatever you named the operating system or server for this example, for this tutorial, right here. So you're going to click Start, and it's going to run. When you come here, is based on your machine, you're going to see a drive there. That's not the drive you want. You're going to select this folder at the side here, and it's going to load all based on where it is you clicked. So you're going to search for where you have your ISO. You're going to select it because we're going to select Server, and you're going to select Open. That's how you select which operating system you're going to install. So now you press Start, and the process begins. Of course, you're going to see loading files. So you're going to select the language that you prefer, whichever it might be, English, Spanish, so on and so forth. And you're going to select Next and Install Now. So this is very important. You need to pay very close attention as to what you're going to select here. For the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to select the Enterprise Full Installation. Server Core is more, those are more command line interfaces. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below of the video for those who want to read up a little more about the difference between Server Core and full installation. You're going to accept the terms, and if it's the first time you're installing the operating system, you're not going to be able to get the upgrade. You're going to select the custom, and once you select custom, it's going to load and it's going to take you to your hard disk that you partitioned in the beginning. So what you're going to do sometimes, if you have a drive that you would like to erase, is you can format it, or usually what people would do is that they would have two sets of disk with allocated space, and they would use one disk to install the operating system and the other disk to back up whatever important information they have. So most of the times you're going to see two here, but for the sake of the tutorial, we're only going to have one. So once you've selected the drive, you're going to select next. You make sure it is the drive that you created. You look at the free space and the total space, and you will know that you just created the drive. Let's just refresh the show, and you see there it is. So you press next, and it's going to begin copying, expanding, installing whatever it is it has to do in order to get the operating system onto the virtual machine. And upon completion of the installation, of course, instruct you that it's going to restart it. It's going to ask you to please wait while it sets up your computer. This may take a while based on the computer you have or how much RAM you've allocated to the virtual machine for the OS. It's going to come back to the previous screen, which is completing the installation. Now, if you've encountered any mistakes thus far, you need to make sure that your ISO is working correctly. It's working perfectly fine. So you need to be careful and remember what you selected. Remember to select full installation, enterprise, and not standard. Machine will restart again. Same message is going to show up. I'm going to wait for it to boot, and the machine should be starting in Server 2008. Now, once you're logging in for the first time, and you selected the Enterprise Edition, you're going to be prompted with this screen to change the password. For the purposes of this video tutorial, we're going to try to keep the password simple. So we're going to enter capital P @SSW0RD, and then you're going to try to enter the same password again. Capital P @SSW0RD. Your password has been changed. Like I said, for the first time you're installing the server, it's going to prepare your desktop, apply whatever settings it needs to be applied, and it's going to take you to this window right here. And that's going to be it. As you can see, we have internet access based on our selection of the network, making sure that we selected the right network. And it's going to open this window here. And that'll do it here for this tutorial. Stay tuned, as we're going to have a lot more stuff coming your way.